Good evening, world. Good evening to everyone. Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well. Good evening. Welcome to another episode here in the early morning Sports Talk Podcast. Yes, it is late, but we are still the early morning Sports Talk Podcast. So thank you for embarking with us upon what will be another great episode this evening. So we thank you all for chopping it up with us, and we thank you in advance for a time that will be hot. This next 45 minutes will be a blast. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we love something, back like we ain't got no clothes on our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment when the early morning Sports Talk Podcast is taking place. And so, thank you for tuning in with us this evening as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place from this past weekend and will be upcoming this week. It is always the blast to have you all tune in to participate with us every weekend and every evening that we go live, etc., every week. And so, as a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on our two Facebook pages, the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page, as well as our Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can find us on Instagram at EMSTP underscore. Again, on IG at EMSTP underscore. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, and Jones, as well as our guests for that episode. Today is March 23rd, 2026. We've seen yet again another fascinating weekend in the sports world. Well, this past weekend, we saw a variety of upsets. In the end, my bracket is just, yeah, man, and so, the guys know I famously picked Florida to win it all. I really thought that was a really, really good team. And they got shocked, man. I just looked up on my phone and it said breaking news on ESPN. I'm like, damn. And so once I saw the breaking news, I'm like, man, don't tell me Florida lost. And I looked up and they lost off pretty much a last second shot. And so a variety of upsets in the NCAA tournament. And so St. John's, that was a great one. And we pointed that one out. That was a great one between them and Kansas, St. John's and Kansas. And so with that being said, a lot of great games. We will see the LA Lakers stay hot. Um, Nice game winner from Luke Kennard. Again, I was mentioning to you guys on Saturday about the Lakers and that they got shooters. And he's just a guy that be sitting there waiting in the corner all the time, waiting. And so he got his shot. And lastly, we will see MVP candidate Victor Wembanyama, the brother from France, continue to make his case for MVP and continue to make his case for having the San Antonio Spurs as a legit NBA championship contender already. And so, with that being said, introducing our brother from another mother and my partner here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, Mr. Aaron Jones, aka Rod Tidwell, aka People Hernandez, aka Kyle Lee Watson. Mr. Aaron Jones, my bro, what it do?
What's good? What's good? What's good, B? How you feeling tonight?
I'm great, bro. I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. And so, yes, my brother, we got a lot to get into. And
Yes, sir.
so, you know, the NCAA tournament, man. And so, um, you know, Monday nights is great with you because I really, really get a chance to just like, yeah, what the hell, And so I really, and we'll get our tags in shortly. I really, really was thinking and feeling that Florida, and I'm sure you did too, man. That was a great team.
Yeah.
Repeat, I mean, just won the national championship a couple years ago. Was just near the national championship. A lot of great success at that program recently. Um, built for March, built out of toughness. You know, one of the but it's 7'9" center, tallest kid in the country. I mean, just so many things that you know, so many reasons to pick Florida, and
Yep.
a lot of people was just like, um, Iowa, etc. They exposed them. So I don't know, and let's talk about it, man, because perhaps Iowa did expose the slowness of Florida. So you see, you got a lot of hype, but if you play a team that's battle tested like Iowa, that's coming out of the Big Ten, We just heard Jamar last week say Big Ten built for this, built for this,
Yeah.
and you see it. And one way, for instance, I remember this, and I want to go ADHD. Remember those old Memphis Grizzlies teams, bro, with Zach Randolph and Marcus All? Tough as
Yep.
hell,
Tony
could
Allen. Yep.
beat you. Tony Allen, great defensively, built for the playoffs. Know they gonna make a run. Know they gonna beat the Clippers. Know they gonna beat this team. And then when they play a team that can play fast like San Antonio, they present a problem which because Patty Mills can shoot, Kawhi Leonard can defend you, Ginobili can get down, Tony Parker, he running down the court all day, every day. It just
Yep.
reminded me of that same vibe. Iowa exposed them for their height. Just in my opinion. But talk about the weekend, bro. From there, we just chime in. Let me get these tags in.
Uh, Man, March Madness at its finest, bro.
For real.
First number one seed to go down. Um, Probably the least expected number one seed. One of the least expected number one seeds to go down. But hey, like we said, man, it's March, man. Anything happens. They lost by 1 point, man. And so
Right.
anything is possible, bro. Like you could be on a 35, 36 game winning streak, bro. It don't matter. It ain't no,
Ex
ain't no.
Miami, Ohio.
Exactly. You feel me? So it ain't like it's a series where we can come back and we can play again tomorrow. No, it's tonight. It's cracking tonight.
Right.
It's cracking today.
Right.
You don't get it. You don't get it right today. It's over. That's it.
Right.
I'm saying
Right.
we seen some good freshmen go down. AJ, but the bands at BYU, they end up losing early. Um,
Right.
the guy at Kansas, they end up losing.
Peterson, he was another great
Yeah.
freshman. They should be the top two picks, by the way.
Hey. So I mean, anything is possible, and I think now these days with the NIL and everything going on and these one and dones as well, a lot of these teams that have been sticking together, that are juniors, sophomores, and seniors that played together for a couple years, those are the teams that you don't want to play in the
Right.
tournament because they got more
Mm-hmm.
experience than you guys just getting y'all putting a team together within a matter of 15 to 20 games. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they got
Facts.
more experience and more in-game experience together when it's good or when it's bad or when it's tight. You know what I'm saying? They experiencing that. Sometimes in a 15 to 20 game span, y'all might not experience no trouble, or y'all might not experience what that other team has experienced. So that's a big thing coming around this time, man. And I think that's why you see a like at least one lower seeded team or two in the Final Four, based on that,
Mm-hmm.
based on the landscape of college basketball and college sports as a whole. Now, you know what I'm saying? So, man, it's been March Madness so far. See Nebraska escaped. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Illinois,
Man,
Illinois handled business. Illinois handled business.
Illinois,
They ha-
bro.
they
Illinois
handled business.
now. Keep in mind out of this Sweet 16, we got 6 Big Ten teams, 4 SEC teams, and so it's heavily showing us that these were probably 2 of the best conferences in the country,
Conference. Yeah.
outside of just the Houston's, the
Yeah. That's what
other great
Illinois got.
teams, right? The Dukes,
Yeah.
etc. And so out of these teams, it's SEC and Big Ten big time. That's 10 teams out of the 16. But Illinois, I did not know, Ian, that they got the best offense in the country,
Yeah. Them boys
efficiency
can shoot.
wise.
Little boys can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I know they got Page's son over there. Them boys can shoot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. Sweet 16
They
gonna be good, bro.
it's gonna be very good.
You got Duke and St. John's. That should be a good one, bro. That should be a really good one.
Oh,
Duke and St. John's. That should be
absolutely.
a good one. Um,
Absolutely. I
and
mean, man, bro,
UConn and Michigan State. That's
come on. That's old school right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nostalgia right there. We were just talking about this the other
Mm-hmm.
day. We were talking about this last
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Tom Izzo ain't going, but Hurley ain't going.
hmm
Hmm.
Big Ten matchup with Iowa and Nebraska.
Yeah, Big Ten matchup, and they know each other very well. That's a Big
Mm-hmm.
Ten West matchup.
Mm-hmm. And you
Hmm.
got
And Nebraska can score. I came in telling you, and I told you guys last week, Nebraska, Wisconsin, those were two scary teams because they could score with anybody, like any
mm-hmm.
day. It just whatever you want to do. You want to score 50 points, they'll score 50 with you. But if you want to score 100, they'll score 100 with you. And
Yep.
so, like, they go there with you. And so, I know that's not a sexy matchup,
But
but I
it
think
could be
that's
a
going
great game though.
it could be a great
In,
game.
in conference game, that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah,
Illinois got Houston.
right. And I want to see that one in for a lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons.
You think Illinois gonna pull it off and get to the Elite
I
Eight?
think I hope, as an Illinois guy, I hope that Illinois pulls it off. My hope is that they do pull it off. But
Mm-hmm.
with Houston, they got some of the biggest names in the country. Um, And I know, a lot of people don't talk about Master P's son, but if he were to come off as example and have a good game, then Houston could beat the brakes off Illinois because Houston really defends. But the thing about Illinois is Illinois been scoring on everybody every year. And so if you ask me, I'm really stuck on this hand, but I think Illinois can pull this off. It just depends on how they can move the ball. If they can get off to a good start and they can, get some good momentum. As we know, college basketball is just one game. If it was a series, I go with Houston. But since this
Mm.
is the tournament, I think I'm gonna go with Illinois, dog. I really think Illinois can beat them. Um, but Houston, they got that medal. They know what happened last March. They still pissed off about that. They blew the lead against Florida, one of the biggest leads blown in the national championship. Um, they know what happened last year, so they on a mission too. Illinois got their hands full, but I think Illinois, just because they can score the ball and it makes them really scary. Now, don't get me wrong, Houston can score the ball too. They can score the ball too, but oh no, man, you got to come to me later about that one, bro. I got to think about it, but I
Yeah.
know that's gonna be a diaper dandy. That's gonna be a really good game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. Um, Arizona and Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Calipari
These
and Arizona. That's can they knock Arizona off? I think that's gonna be a tough game for Arizona.
Absolutely. A Cuff is one of the he's what the SEC Player of the Year, right?
Yeah, one of the best players.
Um,
One of the best players in the country.
yeah, one of the best players in the country, first round pick, in the NBA draft if he were to go. This absolutely got a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, that Arkansas and High Point was a great game to watch. It was
Oh yeah,
both. Yeah, those kids showed out. That kid from High Point, he should go to the
ball,
next level. He balled.
ball.
Whoever he is, he put himself on a national stage. But a Cuff, he seemed like he been doing this for a while. Like every time he come back, he just smooth his butter. Like I do this, I do this. And
Another
so I
Calipari
know,
guard.
right? Yep, yep, yep. And one of it seems like with um, the great head coach for Arkansas, he produces a lot of great point guards, and a Cuff is just now one of them.
One of
You
them
know,
guys. One of them
yeah, he
guys.
joined them Devin Bookers and D Roses, all them guys, and so
Yeah, John Wall.
uh,
Yeah.
right. I mean, so many, man. I mean, damn, Murray, Jamal Murray,
Murray. SGA.
uh, SGA, Tyrese Maxey.
Yep. You got
I
him,
mean, a
bro.
lot of for
Even
real.
if I'm not mistaken, Tyreek Evans, I believe too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from
He
Memphis.
was still in Memphis. Yep, he was in Memphis. He was still in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like
He
his
was in Memphis.
last stint in Memphis, I believe. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got
Yeah,
some
it's a
guys,
lot. It's
man.
a
Malik Monk.
lot
He
of
got some
guys.
guys. He got some
Malik
guys.
Monk.
Malik Monk can score. He got some guys, bro.
Yeah, for real,
He
for
put some
real.
guys up.
A lot of great guys, man. And so that game, that's obviously gonna be another one too. but Michigan and Alabama, like,
Yeah.
you know, Alabama has been one of the more consistent powerhouses now for like the
Last
last
couple
5 years,
years. Yeah, last couple
right?
years.
Like they've been consistent, and I'm not talking about the national championship in Pasadena or
And for
Fiesta Bowl,
football. No, we talking about basketball.
right?
Crazy, right?
I know, man. Final Four team, what 2 years back? Um, if I'm not mistaken, they made the Elite Eight last year. Um, if not the Final Four last year, I gotta Google it, but I know they've been right there, Elite Eight, for the last couple years. And even a few years back, the Final Four, even a couple years back. So they're very used to high pressure basketball. But Michigan has been one of the best teams, and outside of Duke, they probably maybe outside of Duke and Arizona, but a
Hmm.
lot of people could say Michigan been better than Arizona. Um, we just know they've been one of the best teams in the country. So between Arizona, Duke, and Michigan, these been three of the best teams in the country, followed by Houston. And so all four of these teams got tough matchups. I think Illinois can put it off, but I do know this, and I'm gonna say this, bro. It's March Madness, but
Hmm.
now is the point where the Dukes, the Michigans, the Houstons, and the Arizonas, they gotta really begin to play now because every
Yeah.
one of them got very worthy opponents.
Yep. Got to rise to
Very,
the
very,
occasion.
very, yeah, very, very worthy opponents. Yeah, I know. Now we're big Purdue guys, and
Hmm.
um, Purdue got Texas. Uh, don't get me wrong, Texas has. I mean, they beat Gonzaga, bro. They beat Gonzaga. You mentioned watch Texas on Saturday, and
Because
they
Gonzaga can never get it done. I don't know.
yeah
I don't know who jinxed Gonzaga, bro. It's just they just if they don't lose in the 32, they gonna lose. They gonna eventually lose, bro. It just never fails. They'll go all the way to the
yeah.
final and still lose.
One year they went to the final, remember, and lost. I think it was against North Carolina, something like that. It's about 10 years ago. But yeah, Gonzaga, I don't expect them to ever go far in the tournament. They're a great regular season team. And so when you pointed that out Saturday, I was like, yeah, that could very well happen with Gonzaga. Because when the tournament come around, their fingers get slippery. Their palms get sweaty. And so speaking of sweaty palms, do you think that Purdue, because they've had sweaty palms too, in
Yeah.
losing to St. Peter's, losing to um, Fred Dickerson. Like it's been some sweaty palms at Purdue too in recent years, but in recent years we have turned it around. Went to the national championship a few years back, lost to UConn. Um, had a great Elite Eight run with the kid, I forgot his name, with the Dreads light skinned kid.
J play play
Played
with the play with the Bulls now. Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, Jaden Ivey. But it was another kid too that led us to the Elite Eight. Short kid, Edwards. His name was Edwards.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Got
Yeah.
drafted by the Celtics. I forget his first
Got
name.
drafted by the Celtics. Yeah. I
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
his
yeah. Yeah,
first name.
he had a hell of a run. Yeah, he had a hell of a March
hmm
Madness run.
Right. And so this is my point at this point, and talking about point guards. Because in an NCAA tournament, if we ever look at, we were talking about teams that had great runs. Wow, Kemba Walker. Wow, Shabazz Napier. Wow, Derrick Rose. Or even the teams, the Kansases with Kirk Hinrich.
And
I mean, it's
Sharon
just so many
Collins,
great
yeah.
teams. Sharon, I mean, like a lot of great teams that generally have success in a tournament got great point guards.
Ray
I
Felton,
don't know
yep.
how it works, but
Leadership.
a lot of
Mike Bibby, yeah.
yeah, a lot of these teams, Mike Bibby is a great example. Like that, if they got a great point guard, they could get hot, they could get cooking, and they could take you some places.
Hmm.
And Purdue got a great point guard. I know a lot of people don't talk about Braden Smith a lot, but he's not an all-time assist leader in college basketball. passing was it Pete Maravich? That is no small feat.
Nope.
And he's in the history books. And so, a lot of people got Purdue in their Final Four. Do you think they are in danger versus Texas?
Mm, I wouldn't say danger, but I do think it won't be a pushover game though as well. I think Texas is
Right.
gonna come out swinging and give them their best shot. But to be honest, I do expect Purdue to to prevail in this one. Um, like you say, in the tournament, you need great guard play. I mean, yeah, you may need a big man or dominant scorer, whether it is your point guard or two guard or a forward or hell even a center, like a guy like Sean May, in that
Right.
North Carolina team. But what did they have though? They had a great guard. They had like you say, the Raymond Feltons, the Trey
Somebody
Burke
that
from
can him the
Michigan.
ball.
Yeah, Trey Burke from Michigan. He could score the ball. It's
A lot of
always
people
those
look at Greg Golden. Remember the year Greg Golden went to the national title, bro?
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley. Exactly.
Mike
Exactly.
Conley. Yeah, great guards, man. So you need a lot of great, like the guard we was talking about the other day, Khalid Alameen, Trajan Langdon from Duke, Jay Williams, guard play, Mateen Cleaves, guard play.
Hmm.
You need guard
Yep.
play. You need efficient, very efficient guard play in the tournament, and I think that'll help them out. I think that'll help them out for sure.
Right. Yep. And
I mean, you
so,
could pretty
you
much
know,
look at the teams that's left. You could look at the teams that's left and just look at, they here because of probably good guard play.
Jordan Pope at Texas, as example, he's been one of the best guards in the country all year.
Yeah.
You know, um, and I know he gonna come to play. Like that kid can ball, and so um, yeah. Houston, as example, one of the top players in the country. Um, this team, Purdue, as example, Illinois, Kegler. I
Yep.
mean, it's a lot of great guards, man. It's a lot of great guards, and so I'm really, really, really intrigued to see how they do. Kingston Flemings from Houston. You know, this is another great point guard. You know, and that should be another great. What do you say? That should be another draft pick. And so I'm really interested to see how that turns out. And it'll be really crazy. Somebody pointed out to me it's going to be a Houston, Texas Final Four. I didn't try to laugh, but this is what they said. They said it's going to be a Houston, Texas. Get it? University of Houston
Uh-huh.
versus University of Texas. And so, yeah, it was kind of funny, but yeah, it was actually my girl. She pointed that out, and so it'll be funny that if that
Yeah.
happens, because some people it seems like people don't even know college basketball. They be like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be this, and you be like, no, and then you look up Florida lose, you be like, maybe,
Well,
like maybe, and so man, bro, anything else from this bracket, man? Out of these 16 teams,
uh,
Iowa State, Tennessee.
the Iowa State game that should be a good one as well too. Iowa State, that should be a good game.
Yeah, man. They
It
got a
should be
really
a
good player
great
over there too. I forgot his
it
name.
should be a great Sweet 16, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Should be a very exciting Sweet 16.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Um,
excited
Cade
for it.
Kelderman is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real, for real. And so, yeah, we hoping, we are all hoping here. Me and Ann at Illinois do what they got to do. Purdue do what they got to do. It'd be great.
I'm not gonna lie. I think
Um,
it should be a hefty Elite Eight with the Big Ten, man. I want to see the Big Ten, man, take over the Elite Eight. I'm not gonna lie. I
hmm.
think they will though.
It'd be
I think
nice,
they will.
right? Well, for sure with Nebraska and Iowa, that's one
There's
team
one team
that's
already.
guaranteed to be
Yeah.
that.
So
Mm-hmm.
I like to. Hopefully, we see three
And
teams. Hopefully, we see three.
right, you guaranteed to have no guarantee for the SEC. It's just a lot of what do you say? SEC Big. Well, Purdue and Texas is an SEC Big Ten matchup.
Ain't got Duke.
Michigan and Alabama is a SEC
Duke, Duke,
Big Ten
Duke is the
matchup.
lone ACC team, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
Considering what the ACC used to
You're
be
holding
back
it
in the
down.
day, I mean, with the conference alignment and everything, that's crazy to
Right. They
think
used to be
about.
one of the best conferences, dog.
Basketball, yeah, if not the best conference, that and the Big
Mm-hmm.
East.
Yep.
We
Exactly.
took it back. We took it
Exactly.
back, y'all. We showing our age a little bit. Now the Big East don't even exist no more. in, in
Right.
no sport.
Right. Right. That was competitive, man, with Villanova, St. John's,
Georgetown.
Georgetown, dog,
Man. Connecticut. Yep.
Connecticut. Like, yeah, a lot of great teams, man. But yeah, they broke it all up. And so uh we'll see, bro. And so my bracket right now is ruined. But the good news is this, Ian. I still got Purdue there. I still got Iowa State. I still got Tennessee. I still got Arizona. Still got Arkansas. Still got Michigan. I had Alabama losing.
Mm.
Uh, Still got Houston and Illinois. And I still got UConn and Michigan State. Yep. No, I don't have St. John's. I thought that they would lose to Kansas. And I do not, I honestly did not have, as you know, I did not have Iowa. I did not,
I don't think nobody had Iowa. I don't think nobody had Iowa against some Florida boys.
right. So I did not have Iowa, but I did have Freddie Hoiberg in Nebraska moving on. And so my bracket's all right. But as far as the standings in the competition, I'm in the middle of the pack. So I need Duke to do well. Put it that way. I need Duke to do well. We'll see. And now that I've called out Duke, they finally gonna come down to earth and get their
He
ass
said, he
whooped.
said they're gonna he said they're gonna wet the bed. We're not gonna talk about it, bro. We're not
Yep.
gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna jinx you, bro.
I hope not, man. And so yeah, man. But that East bracket is
It's tough.
that East bracket is
It's
tough.
tough.
It's tough, bro. And so um every game, yeah, but out of all these games, in for me, the two I'm looking forward to the most is that UConn and Michigan State. I don't know why that game is just so sexy to me, like just the nostalgia, the head coaches, the programs, the history. Uh, it's just college basketball at its absolute best. So I really, really want to see that one. And then I'm really just interested in Houston and Illinois because of I love No Limit. You know, I got a lot of respect for Master P. I want to see what his son do, but I want to see Illinois win.
Yeah.
So I want to see how Illinois do. And then lastly, I'm just interested in that Purdue game because, I want to see Purdue progress. And
Oh,
so, yeah, man. So, anything else, bro, from the tournament? We good.
nah, I think we good. I think we good.
All right, cool. Uh, Anything as far as the Lakers, bro? I know you and I talk about the Lakers, but they look good, in
They do.
um, and I know the West is loaded.
Yeah.
Um, Now, oh, and quickly before we get to the NBA, let's talk about the women really quickly, bro. Really quickly. Um, just an FYI. Um, as far as what is it? The women's side, South Carolina's playing right now. And so they up 78-38
Mm.
versus USC. I know, man. I know the scores be crazy.
UConn
And
UConn won
so,
today, 98-45.
right. I mean, Yeah, man. You know the tournament kind of get going on the women's side when you kind of get in that Sweet 16, Elite
Yeah,
8.
Elite Eight. Yeah, that's
You
when it
get
started
in
getting real interesting. The top teams they end up
right,
playing each other.
right. And so, um, what is it? US, what is it? LSU, they won by 50 something yesterday too. I think it was 101, 42, 101, something like that. So you know, it's a disparity between those top teams, and so we'll see how it all turns out on the women's side, bro. But so far, it's kind of what we expect.
Uh,
If that makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of what we expect. Um, yeah. So as far as the Lakers, um, LeBron looks great too, man. Um, People gonna miss LeBron when he go home, Joe. Like, um, for the man to be 41 and to jump the way he jumped, to play the way he played, to still be able to, when he come to the rim, everybody move out the way to see the parts like the bright red sea.
yeah,
Like, I ain't never seen none like that in 41, going on 42.
yeah, man. He been he been ducking that ball like crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He been real
Mm-hmm.
explosive,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want him to use it all, during the regular season. You need to you need to save some of that for the playoff. But I guess
Right.
you say, hey, he got to
Let
make it first.
Right. Um, if LeBron were to, let's say, in just a question,
Hmm.
if he makes the finals with the Lakers, does that put him as the GOAT? Being that he that made 11 NBA finals. I don't care if he loses.
Uh,
Making the finals at 41 years old.
I mean, the GOAT conversation is
Yeah,
very subjective.
he's
Personally, he's my personal favorite player. Do I think he's the GOAT of all time? I would say that's Michael Jordan. But I mean, as far as a career, when you want to talk about practically doing everything in a career, as far as championships, stats, impact, all the above, I would say the greatest career is Mike. I mean, LeBron James. But as far as the greatest basketball player, is Michael Jordan.
right. But what if LeBron would have won a fifth championship?
Mm,
That'd be 11 finals appearances.
yeah,
That'd be 5 and 6. The biggest thing would be that Mavericks loss. That still
yeah.
sting.
But I think we
But,
gotta.
you
I think
know,
at some point we gotta let that go. I mean,
yeah.
they
But
but
the
they
point
not.
is, if right, they never, yeah, the haters will never let that one go, ever. Um, Especially with Chris Bosh crying at the end of the game. It just made it look real bad.
Uh,
It made it look real bad. Everybody, yeah, that was just really bad.
yeah.
But my question, I know it's early and I know it's probably likely not gonna happen. But if Bron Joe would have win that fifth ring, bro, and he would do it the way he would do it with the Lakers, beat them wrong 2 championships to every franchise he's well, no. Beat them wrong a second championship to that franchise. Like that could help him get a jersey retirement probably with the Lakers, which is hard to do with the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I know it's far fetched, but if he were to do that, that'd just be unprecedented, man.
Yeah. I mean, it would, because I mean, you
Yeah.
have to look at it as he's took two. Well, no, three franchises to multiple finals appearances. So that'd be impressive.
Mm.
Then he'll have two. Well, he'll have multiple championships with two teams, and then he'll have. Well,
Mm-hmm.
well, he got three. Well, he got three with three teams. So I mean, when you look at it from that perspective, man, it's his longevity as an athlete in sports period is unmatched. Um, between him and Tom Brady as far as longevity, it's unmatched. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people take that for granted because we watching it in real time. Like, even if the roles were reversed, if we was watching Michael Jordan play this long and he was scoring this many points, I think people would still take it for granted. Because when you watching something in a moment, it's like, even myself, I'd be like, well, I think it's time for him to retire. But like you said, when he's gone, it's gonna be like, man, we really watched this. And as the years go past and he's not playing no more, like even like a guy like Kobe or even like Michael Jordan, you're like, man, we really watched this in real time. Like, you gonna remember where
Right.
you were when he broke the scoring record, or when he came back from 3-1 against the Warriors, or when he won his first championship in Miami, his first MVP, things of that nature. So you're gonna be like, man. And even, in our age range, we literally watched this guy grow up from a kid. Like, we watched him in high
Mm-hmm.
school when we were in grammar school, just a couple years older than us. You know what I'm saying? We watched him get drafted.
Right.
To watch him go into the
Mm-hmm.
win Rookie of the Year. He shouldn't have won Rookie of the Year, but that's a whole nother story. uh, Watching him win the Rookie of the Year, watching him turn Cleveland around, take them to the playoffs, finally getting to the finals against the Spurs, losing, getting swept, and then, couldn't get over the hump to beat Boston, go to Miami, lose Dallas. We watched all of that in a matter of 20 years. And we was in when I heard about LeBron, I think when I was in high school, I mean, he was in high school, I probably was like in sixth grade, sixth, seventh grade. So from the time I was in sixth, seventh grade, what was it, like 12? I was 12, 11, 12, 13. I'm 35 years old. He's
Mm-hmm.
still playing basketball. That is all of his life, bro. That's,
Right.
I don't think we look at it from that perspective. Like, you had to look at it like you got to go through it like you going through school years. Like, I went from grammar school to high school to college to some people got married. I've had kids. You have kids, and this guy is still playing basketball at a high level. Not even just
Mm-hmm.
like he coming off the bench, hit a couple threes, go sit down. No, he's still like the main, one of the main guys on the team and one of the top 10 best players in the NBA. He shouldn't be. That's another conversation for another day. But when you really sit back and think about it in that regard, you'd be like, wow, dude. Like, we've seen guys play for 10 years, 13, 15, but he's played for over 20. And I mean, that's impressive. I don't care how many championships he got. That's impressive, man. And I don't think nobody, he's exceeded his, he's exceeded the expectations I think they have for LeBron. He might
Oh,
he
absolutely.
might not have the six rings. No, I don't think nobody's gonna go 6 for 6. I just don't think that's gonna happen again. And I think that's why you have to give Michael Jordan his credit. I mean, this guy's what,
His
yeah,
due.
this guy's with more championships than Michael Jordan, but I don't. That's not the reason why he's the GOAT in my opinion. But when it comes to guys like LeBron and Kobe, you have to appreciate what they did for a very long time, and like with LeBron, man, it's just we've never seen nothing like this, and we probably won't ever see nothing like this again. Like, we're not gonna see another Michael Jordan. It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna see another LeBron James. You won't see another Kobe Bryant. You're not gonna see that top three. They hang it right here on my wall. You're not gonna see. You're not gonna see them
Mm.
again. It's just, and we done seen some great dudes. Like, we grew up on the Tracy McGrady, the 2000 era with Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Allen Iverson. Carmelo Anthony's in the same class with LeBron, Dwayne Wade. We've seen some guys, man. But those three, they just different, man. They just different, and for him to still be playing this long is you you take it for granted. I take it for granted as well sometimes. Even if him being my favorite player, I take it for granted sometimes. I'm like, damn, I think he need to retire, bro. But it's like,
Right.
man, it's I think we in this generation we take longevity for granted until somebody's gone, until somebody passes away, or they not playing no more, or they get hurt or something like that. We take that for granted, big time.
Right. 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 And so yeah. Man. LeBron, I'm really happy to see. I don't care if he loses. I'm just happy to see him at his age doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And if he makes a really deep run, bro, and he make the finals, I'm gonna be arguing my ass off with people. I don't care if he loses in the finals because I'm gonna have a serious argument to say, in this elite ass era of talented and international talent, this man made 11 final appearances, various generations. The game increased because of him. People started playing fast. People started lifting weights more. People started taking care of their bodies more. People started passing it. I mean, like people literally, because of him, Kobe and Jordan,
Yeah.
the game just continued to evolve. And now you got big men. I put Steph Curry in there too. Of course, you put the Magics and all those guys in there too.
Yeah.
But like these are transcendent guys. And you got centers now that can shoot the three.
Yeah.
You know, you got centers now that can jump out the gym and shoot the. I mean, just everything. Like guys now making a 3-point it ain't difficult at all. You know, like at all. And so the game is just evolved so much, and it's so much talent. And if Bron do that, bro, we putting this out here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. At least for me, I'm gonna be arguing my ass off with people. I might be losing a lot of debates. I'm gonna be arguing my ass off with a lot of people, letting them know where you gonna find somebody that made 11 NBA final appearances at 41, did what they did, and made it to the finals in that era at 41.
Yeah.
You won't be able to tell me much different. And so, you know, no disrespect to Jordan's era. I know Patrick Ewing was great, Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
but you know, if you ask me what Charles Barkley would do with Nikola Jokic, I say Nikola Jokic would dunk on his ass and just embarrass him. That's just me. And so, you know, I know Charles might get a few buckets, but nah, you know, if you ask me what Patrick Ewing would do with Nikola Jokic, if Patrick Ewing, if he don't miss, he better not miss because Joker ain't gonna miss too much. Like the talent is way, way, way better. It's way more developed, and a lot of people they kind of dismiss that. But you know, Jordan is still a go in because you cannot, you cannot. Most people 6-0,
Yeah.
it's unprecedented.
Yeah. And three, I mean, and two,
On top
and
of
two, three peats.
two, three
Yeah.
peats.
I,
On top of that, after retirement, dog.
yeah.
Got his ass back up off the couch. That's how you know somebody runs some.
Hmm.
They say I quit. I'm gonna go sit my ass down for a minute. Then when they get back up,
Come back and three peat again.
right, come back even better.
Yeah.
After he done went to go play baseball somewhere with the Chicago White Sox. Not even the White Sox, Chicago Barons at the time.
Yeah. The Birmingham. Yeah. They major league team. Yep. I mean, they minor league team.
Right,
Yep.
minor league team, bro. Like Jordan is definitely the GOAT, but I'm gonna be sitting there and I'm gonna be arguing my ass off like, hey, and it's gonna be a very interesting playoff because I'm gonna be doing that all playoff in. I'll be saying and annoying people. Like if LeBron makes the finals, I don't care if Luka is leading it. I don't care if Austin Reeves is leading it. But if they make the finals with the Lakers, I'm gonna be arguing that, man, because that's a hard thing to do. That's exceptionally hard.
Yeah.
Exceptionally hard. And so, yeah, bro. Um, man, bro, I don't know if you got anything, man. Anything,
Mm.
anything on your mind, anything on your
March.
brain.
Let's see. Let's March Madness. March Madness question. Uh. Okay, I got a good one. Favorite college basketball player to come out of Purdue, or best college player to come out of
Ah,
Purdue?
man, the best for me. So let me make a list. Robbie Hummel was great. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah, I remember.
Um, Rest in peace to Caleb Swanigan, played for the Portland Trailblazers. He was a beast when he played.
Hmm.
Zach Edey was nice, Jaden Ivey. But for me, the best was
Yeah,
Big Dog Glenn Robinson.
dog, straight dog.
Um, Great dog. He was a dog at Purdue, and he was a dog with the
Yep.
Bucks. Like Hall of Famer, you know. And so I know he didn't make the Hall of Fame, but
Should be,
he should have made it
should be.
because he should be. I think one day he'll get in way, way, way down the road.
Yeah.
But you know, very, very nice player. And that says a lot because I'm gonna let you in on a Purdue life. Purdue ain't U of I. Purdue is kind of boring. It ain't like that party school like Indiana State, IU, Bloomington, pretty girls everywhere. Like, damn, look at this girl, look at that girl. At
That's where the
Purdue,
money
you
at.
see a lot of
Yeah, that's
Asians.
where the money
You see a
is.
lot of Asians. Where the money at?
That's what my
A lot
cousin
of
told me. Yep, he
Chinese,
told me that.
a lot of
So they
Japanese.
used to ride some crazy cars, bro. Said man,
I'm talking about like you be like, damn, that's a freshman in a brand new
BMW,
2008 Cadillac
yeah,
BMW. For real, like balling. And I would go eat ramen noodles with him too. Yes.
Hey, got it. Hey, you gotta that's how you chop it up with him, man. Make friends.
I'm telling you, for real, for real, for
That's how you
real.
network.
Shout out to right. Shout out to Sadeshna Khan, who was from what Bangladesh. She would feed me on Fridays, man. These are all engineering students too, by the way.
Mm,
Shout out to the students in when you know, maybe Jamar and them, they I don't know what they'll be doing on Fridays, but for me, I was always kind of like the loner. I would go play basketball or work out on Friday nights.
mm-hmm.
And so, you know, maybe go see a girl here and there. Ooh, up there, man, you know how I go.
Yep.
And then I decided to go hoop, and then I go hoop with all the Chinese, and they'll be like, "Oh, he Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan."
Not Michael Jordan, bro.
Yes, bro, because I'll be cooking them.
Not Michael Jordan, bro.
They be like, he Michael Jordan. And shout out to my friend Chinese Samurai. I'm still friends with him on Facebook. Yeah, Chinese Samurai, man, he went back to China. And he's a very successful businessman over there. Um, but just a really, really good school. And for a lot of players that come out of there, it's not like a lot of because you want a great engineer, you want a great employee for your company, you want a great CEO. Yes, you go to Purdue, but you know you want a Malik Monk, you probably ain't gonna find it at Purdue a lot.
Nah.
And so you know they probably gonna go to Kentucky, they probably gonna go to UConn, they probably gonna go to somewhere where a great
Mm-hmm.
you know. But if you want a big man, you go to Purdue, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for Big Man Factory, stuff like that. And so Glenn Robinson is the best. And I know for a lot of people, Glenn Robinson ain't he's a height for a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
but that just goes to show you, and that's good for Purdue because Purdue, as stated, it ain't really, you know, it ain't that school where you got a whole bunch of Hall of Famers or potential Hall of Famers and first round picks. You ain't gonna find it at Purdue like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but if you want a first round pick for an engineer, yeah, take your ass to Purdue. You gonna find that. Yeah, you want a first round pick for a chemist? You want a first round pick for an astronaut? You want a first round pick for a mathematician, for a trader on Wall Street? You go to Purdue. Yeah, man. So for me, big dog.
Definitely, definitely. I agree with that. Big dog. Gotta be number one, hands down.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, bro. Man, bro, any final thoughts or shout outs as we head into the evening?
Man, shout out to March Madness. It's been good so far. Hopefully it gets even more exciting on both sides. I know the women, like you said, they coming up. We coming up today, Sweet 16 and Elite 8 as well. So it's gonna get real exciting, especially in that Final Four. The women's final when they get to the Final Four, man, it's so exciting, bro. So exciting. The fundamentals
Mm-hmm.
is off the chain, bro. The passion and the excitement is there, just like in the men's, bro. Y'all gotta watch it, man. Men's coming up. We're gonna enjoy them as well. Yeah, man, just enjoying the end of free agency and trying to see where some of these guys gonna land. That we got the draft coming up soon. Um, then NBA playoffs will be here around the corner. A couple weeks, and we'll be
Yep.
talking about the
Couple weeks.
playoffs. April is here
Couple
already. It's
weeks.
almost Easter
Couple weeks to
already, bro.
draft.
Can't believe it.
When April come around, that's when it start getting ramped up
Yep,
again.
yep, yep.
Yeah, for sure. So, Ian, appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, appreciate
Um, I add on all your points about the tourneys. So, and special shout out to Florida for messing up my bracket. And so,
you.
um, with that being said, bro, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Continue to chop it up with us to support our podcast on various platforms. And if you would love to talk sports with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we are here and would love to do so with you. Your love and support is truly appreciated, and we hope you all have a blessed and safe evening. Peace.
Peace.